Hi folks, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube that are showing people's bug out bags, and I just want to offer a different sort of alternative, because a lot of people are believing that, you know, when you bug out it's going to have to be really quick, and I'm not so sure that's the case. I think you should have more than one prepared based on whether you can actually load the car up with stuff or whether you really do just have to bug out fast. So in that respect, I want to show you my bug out bags, because I've got more than one, and in an absolute emergency this is the one that I'll be taking with me, and then I'll show you the others and the priority that I've given them and see what you think. So I just start off, that's my rucksack over there. It's a £45 rucksack, and that can carry absolutely everything that you see here. I just want to go through them and see what you think. So we are going to start off over here. We have a wind up lamp. It's actually pretty awesome because you only have to charge it for about 5 minutes and that will give you at least an hour's worth of light. It's got various settings on it for the intensity, so it is really bright. So I'm very happy with that one. As you can see, I've got a pretty extensive first aid kit there. The reason is you've got to survive, and if anything happens you need to be able to sort yourself out. So in my first aid bag I've got a load of plasters of various sorts, waterproof, non-waterproof, everything else. I've got healing gel, Vaseline, antibacterial wipes. I've got some very strong painkillers, including Not on the Shelf. I've got tape, anti-diarrhea tablets, bandages, gloves, ice pack, burn spray, freeze spray. Pretty much everything I need to hopefully keep me going. Here I've got a reflective cover to try and keep me warm and to keep me off the floor. Down here I've got some freezer bags. They're just amazing things to have. Not because they can freeze, but because you can carry stuff, you can carry water, you can do a lot of stuff with them, so I think they're pretty much a must. Next to it I've got a shovel. If you want to build a fire, I tend to try and dig them under, try and sort of dig a bit underground. Also, if you need to build a loo or something like that, you just want something that will enable you to get the mud out. I've got a cutlery set. I was going to go for a spork, but I don't know, I really like to be able to have a knife and fork. That's just me. Next to that I've got a knife sharpener, pretty much a must, and I've also there got my 2 containers to cook food in. I just come down here a little bit. I have got some seeds. The only reason I got them now, and I've got them in this kit, is because I'm not sure what's going to happen. And I wanted to get them now because if the shit hit the fan did happen, then obviously stuff like that's going to sell out really fast. So I've just been trying to stockpile on them. I've always got a fire lighter, I've got an axe, and I've got a saw there. Next to that I have another handsaw, and inside here I've got lots of matches and lighters. I don't know, fire lighting I'm not too bad, but it is quite nice to be able to just do that. Toothbrush, toothpaste. You have any kind of teeth problems, you're in just a world of pain, and there's not much you can do about it. So looking after my teeth is pretty much essential. Down here I've got a pretty big candle. Inside that box there I've also got lots of little candles. And inside here I have a survival kit that just contains a whole ton of stuff. And so the stuff that this contains is, you've got a snap knife, fire starter, another one, combat wire saw, another one. Again, because I don't know how long I'm going to be out there for, that's just in there. I've got a sewing kit, candle, compass, fishing kit, matches, whistle, water purification tablet, signalling mirror, pencil, safety pins, snare wire, cotton wool. That's a lot of stuff in one box, so that's pretty much a must there. I've got my water bottle and I've got a drinking cup there. Paracord. This is an interesting one because a lot of people carry a small amount, but I really think that for that you just can't scrimp or save. You've got to get the most amount you can possibly carry because the stuff is just too damn useful. I've got a poncho there, Leatherman, absolutely couldn't live without that. I've got 3 excellent books. These things are so tiny, as you can see, all 3 of them. So that's really good reading and good as a reference point. This is an interesting one, this one here, because I've not seen this anywhere else. What that is a lockpick set. And I got this, if you're in the UK, I got that from devonlocks.com. They do loads of different sizes, but the C801, which is that one there, you got 9 lockpicks in there, or 7 lockpicks, 2 tension tools. You never know in a real dire situation if you need to get inside somewhere warm. That's going to be a pretty good way of getting in there. So I have also got my knives and defensive stuff over here. I've got survival, killing, skinning, gutting, cooking, all there. Because we're in the UK, we haven't got the luxury of guns. So I've got a slingshot there, and I've got some spare ammo. Food-wise, I've got to keep it light, got to keep it sort of pretty self-contained. So I've just got 1 tin of tuna, that's enough rice there to last me quite a while. Snickers, peanut butter, just give me the high energy boost. Over here I've got a sleeping bag, then I've got a 2-man tent, and I've also got an inflatable floor mat there. So that's the initial one. That all goes inside my rucksack. It's all fairly light. I mean, I'm only 145 pound, and I can run with that 20 minutes, half an hour, not really much of a problem, but this will hopefully cover most situations. As you probably noticed at the beginning, is I do also have bow and arrows there. I will probably, if I can take that with me, because that just gives me a bit of added security. So bug out bag number 1 is this lot here. Okay, just to prove you that all went in there. There we go, £45 bag. That is well secure, everything should be waterproof. The only thing that I attach to it is the sleeping bag, the tent and the mat, and there we go. So that's bug out bag number 1. Now we go on to bug out bag number 2. Okay, so bug out bag number 2, this is if I know that I can start loading up the car, but I may have to leave my car at some point, but I'll be closer to home, or closer to where I want to be. Then this is bug out bag number 2, and as I say, these are definitely much more nice to haves rather than essentials. So I've got some baby powder, suntan lotion, bit more food, got some shaving, insect repellent. Teeth are really important to me, so I've doubled up on that. I've doubled up on the candles. Little bit of taste of home, some tea, as you can tell I'm a Brit. I've got some bars of soap, much bigger bag of rice. To go with the rice I've also got some beans, and if there is anything I catch I've also got some chili powder over there. Back to the lock picking set, I've now got a much bigger set there, and I've also got this one here which opens tubular locks inside there. These are really easy to open, so I've got those as well. I've got a screwdriver that's got multi-head, and I've got some gloves over there, more candles. This time I've got some cooking oil, spare bottle. These lighters here are absolutely amazing. You keep them in the bag and these bad boys just burn for ages. Really good. So I guarantee you, when you want to start a fire, it's in the conditions that normally make it impossible to start a fire. so this one will give you a real head start. In the initial bag I had some water purifiers. There's only a few, so it's not going to last very long. So that's when a very big bottle of thin bleach will come in handy, just to sterilise the water. Toilet roll, I just can't live without that. When this, if or when this does happen, oh my god, I'm going to miss them so badly. So I've also got a bit more food. You didn't see my initial one, but these will be my out and about hiking boots. Burgess Extreme, they are absolutely awesome. And because these are now an extra bag, I've also got another pair. I've got a pair of trainers to go with me. So this here makes out Bug Out bag number 2. Not as essential as the first ones, but definitely stuff that I'd really want to take if I could. I have one more thing. You've seen the slingshot. You've seen the bow and arrow. Also, with this set, I'll be taking a crossbow as well. That'll be going in the car for hunting survival. So yeah, so this is Bug Out bag number 2. Bug Out bag number 3 is coming up now. Bug Out bag number 3, because we're in the UK, the winters here can be very, very cold. Last year we had snow pretty much for about 3 months. So most of the stuff in here is clothes. I do quite a lot of running, and if you can get running gear, running bottoms, running tops, they really, really insulate well, and the sweat comes through them and it will keep you warmer for a lot longer. So definitely invest in this kind of material. It is really, really good. As you can see, there's quite a gap there. That's mainly because inside there I'll be filling up with more food, more ammo, stuff like that. So this one is mainly keeping me warm and just having extra stuff in there that just makes life that little bit easier. So you see my 3 bug out bags, so to speak. They're all done in priority order. So if I just have to get out of Dodge fast, I'd just take the one. I will leave everything else. If I can drive, then I'll take number 2 and 3. If I can't get to my destination, then everything's there for me to decide whether I just take 1, 2 or 3. So they are my bug out bags and my bug out options. Very different to everything else I've seen online. Everyone's just focusing on one. Personally, I think you should focus on more on one, because you just don't know what the situation is going to be when it hits. So I hope you've enjoyed my video.